next level.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Coach Tiffany Parra with Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine, elevating your mind, body, and spirit. We are taking center stage today on the Own It Publishing platform. I have one of my contributing writers, my sisters, my great friends. She is just an amazing individual. Love, love, love her. Gonna go ahead and bring her on in. What's going on, Terry J. Walker?
Hello.
How are you, Annie? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to see you today. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. How are you, my sister Tiff?
Oh my goodness, I am just even better now that you are in the room with me, girl. You just bring that energy, and I just love just getting in the room, just getting out here, spreading that positivity with our audience. And yeah, you're just amazing, Tara. So thank you so much for being here. Just thank you for being in my life.
Oh, thank you, Tiff. I just love you and I adore you too.
Love
And I'm just so grateful that the power of the universe brought us back together. We've got a great show today too, right?
Yes, we do. We do. So look, Terry and I have had some great discussions. We've had a lot of different shows out there on different just resilience and, stress and, just kind of tapping into, that greater you. And today we wanted to talk a little bit about manifesting your best life and how to do that. There's some things that you can put into practice to really, really just intentionally create that life of your dreams. And we just wanted to come and just share some things with you today. So again, Terry, thank you so much for joining me today to talk about manifestation and just how powerful it is, right?
Very powerful. Very, very powerful. It's something we do all the time.
It's that power of thought, right? Let's just kind of, we always get told when it's time to, how to manifest, right? You have all the different greats, they all say the same thing, y'all. Okay. If you just listen to it, it's okay. You think about it, you write it down, you visualize it, you visualize yourself being there, feeling it, smelling it, all those things. So it becomes true. You just put yourself there, right?
Yeah. And the thing about it is we have over 6,000 thoughts a day. And every thought we have is a manifestation, whether you recognize it or not.
Right.
It's what you're putting out there and what you're bringing back to you. If it's something that if you're manifesting or your thoughts are something that are very negative, then you're probably bringing some of that stuff back to you. And then if you're working and focusing and setting that intention, then you're going to bring that to you as well. But it also includes your vibration. But manifestation is actually just basically it's the act of actually making something happen by imagining it, consciously aware of it, and bringing it into reality for you. And I got a little bit of a story. I told you there was a funny article that I read not long ago, and they were talking about building a restaurant and naming it Karma. You can go to a restaurant named Karma. Right. And in this restaurant you go in, there's not going to be any menus, there's nothing there. And they said, well, what's the deal about this? If you're going to come in here and there's no menus. And they said, you're going to get what you deserve. I won't be going there.
So it's like, wait a second. If you get you're sitting there after an hour, you get nothing. It's like,
I just thought that was so funny.
that's so sad.
It's fair.
Oh my goodness. But it's so true, Tara. Like your thoughts, when you think negative thoughts and you stay stuck in those thoughts,
Yeah.
look around. Like really take a look around at your life. Are you, do you have a toxic relationship? Are you in and out of jobs? Are you sick all the time? Is your car breaking down? I mean, things like that are, because those are little cues that usually will kind of tell you where your thoughts are. I mean, if you are thinking good thoughts and you are, I know for myself, you already know where my vision is right now, and it's coming, okay? It's being built right now. Okay, we'll announce that when it's time to announce that. But I've had this vision of this, move, right, for quite some time. So it's just amazing though how the mind, right, how powerful the mind really is when you tap into just all those. I mean, like I'm just going back to like myself when I manifest things, like when I just really go into it, just take all my senses and dive into it, and then all of a sudden I'm there.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And these are things, I mean, what are we manifesting? Because again, all our thoughts are some sort of a form of manifestation. And the universe really doesn't know if it's something that you want or something that you don't want.
Right.
Because it doesn't hear don't. It just hears what you're focusing on.
Right.
And so if you're focused, so what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on something that you don't want and you're continuing to get more and more of it?
Yeah.
Because that's something I don't want, but that's what I'm focusing on. Or are you focusing on something that you do want, that's positive, that you're lifting your vibration, your energy up with? So these are things that we need to understand about manifestation, because people say, well, I tried that and it doesn't work. But are you consciously aware of what you're thinking and how you're thinking about it, and also even what you're feeling about it? I am a Jack Canfield trainer too. I'm a jack of many trades.
Yeah.
But,
Yes, you are.
even with Jack Canfield, it's like act as if.
Yeah.
And are we acting as if? If there's something that's very positive that we want, whatever that may be, whether it's success, whether it's abundance, whether it's prosperity,
Yeah.
whatever it is, are we actually acting as if, instead of always focusing on something that may be limiting for us, and we're continuously keeping ourselves in that lower energy, rather than raising our energy and setting that intention and having that focus.
Yes. See, like with money, like that scarcity mindset versus that abundant mindset, right? If you're so
Exactly.
worried about, oh my gosh, I don't want to spend on this, and oh my gosh, no, you honestly, I'm not saying to go out and like spend all your money, but when you look at your bank account, see a few more zeros in there and
Yeah.
continue to see that and continue to visualize that. Write yourself a check.
Yes.
I mean, who was it? Jim Carrey wrote himself a check, right? And he
I was
carries
just
that
thinking
check,
that. Yes.
right?
Yes.
So, and it
And carried it in
happened.
his
I mean,
wallet.
it took a little bit of time, but it happened. He was able to bring that. I think it was $1 million, wasn't it?
Yes. And he
So,
carried it in his wallet and would look at it and just kept it there.
and you look at it and it's like, that's mine.
Yes.
I wrote myself a check, it's like the check from the universe. I wrote, of course, read The Secret and,
Yes.
and took and printed that out. And I've got that on my wall, and and it changes out. It's like, because when I put one the first time that I did this, right. And the money came, but it actually came even more.
Yes.
And it was like,
Yes.
oh, and sometimes you'll miss that because you ask for something specific. and then all of a sudden something a little bit different comes, but yet it has more value to it, you have to go back and look at, oh my God, that was it.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know?
And are we consciously aware of the signs of those things that happen when it appears to us? Are
Yeah.
we being aware of it? Because many times we're asleep and we're just kind of muddling through our day and we're not paying attention of what is trying to come to us. And we're basically sabotaging ourselves, if you will, if you think about it. Because if we're acting as if and we're keeping ourselves open and whatever it is that we're trying to manifest, don't put parameters on it.
Right.
Because you can't say, well, let's say you're trying to manifest a car, if you will.
Mhm.
I want this specific brand. I want this specific model. I want this specific color. I want this. And you've limited yourself into
Right.
that box with all those parameters
Mhm.
when you may end up getting something more and even better.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we don't want to put parameters on everything, but we want to allow it to be open. And
Right.
you and I both, you know where I'm going now. We're both Abraham Hicks fans. And we
Yeah.
listen, and I study a lot with Abraham and all of those types of things. And I know that you do also. But
Yes.
even with Abraham, she says it's just as easy to manifest a button as it is a castle. But are you putting those perimeters on it? Are you visualizing it? Are you letting it go? Or are
Right.
you still focusing on it? And the universe, you can push the gas, you can push the brake, or you can constantly do that because, again, the universe doesn't know don't, or I don't want, or I'm not wanting that. But is that what we're totally focusing on? Because if it
Mhm.
is, then that's what you're going to get.
Right.
And so a lot of times we're pushing the gas, we're pushing the brake, we're pushing the gas, we're pushing the brake because we're focusing on what we don't want, and then we try to focus on what we do want, but then we go back to that scarcity mindset, if you will, of what we don't want, and so we're back and forth and back and forth, and this slows the whole process down of
Right.
allowing that to come in.
So it's like everything you're about to get there, and then all of a sudden, it's like,
Yeah,
oh, it just
yeah,
it's that cycle, right?
and it's a
And it's a vicious cycle.
it is a vicious cycle, and it's frustrating as it can be, but it is a practice. And are we living in those limiting beliefs and living in that scarcity mindset? And then we want something better, if you
Yeah.
will, but we're not willing to get out of that other mindset to do it. And I'm a
Right.
big
Or
advocate
give
for
up
this acronym.
something, right?
Yeah,
Because sometimes you have to give up some things around you in order to get to that. And I think that's probably the hardest part, right? Is,
very much so.
and the signs are all there that you have to give up that thing. Like it is so clear as just day that you
Yeah,
have to do this, but yet you refuse to do this. And you know it's going to get you closer, but
yeah.
and yeah, and that's what tends to, and then people get frustrated because again, they're like, oh, it's not happening. It's not happening. Well,
And then even in the process of saying it's not happening, you're slowing it
you're
down.
slowing it down. It's like you're adding one more stone in that basket, and it's just getting heavier and heavier. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
instead of just staying positive with it, that hey, this is going to happen, this was supposed to happen in order for me to learn something from this, so then this is so this happens, like everything all is happening in it's your course,
Yes.
and it's supposed to happen that way. It's like the yellow brick road, right? It's like all these little pieces, and like everything comes together. So
Mhm.
yes, if it's not as shiny as that brick, that's okay, because this brick over here that's not so shiny, you're supposed to learn from it, and it's supposed to strengthen you for that next. I mean, it just,
Well,
yeah.
and it may help to open the doors for whatever is about to come to get you to that level.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so be willing to say yes to possibilities. Be
Yes.
willing to be open to opportunities. Be
Mhm.
willing to be uncomfortable so that you can be comfortable on the other side.
Right.
But these are all things that we can take into consideration for ourselves. But even having that willingness to be open, and I'm a big advocate for this acronym, and that is LNT, and I use it in all of my corporate trainings, no matter what I'm speaking about,
Yeah.
whether it's about stress or anxiety or depression or mental health, or whether it's about parenting and positive parenting, whatever the course may be about that I'm doing trainings on at that particular time, I use this acronym to open up. And I said, tell me what you think LNT may stand for, or what I might use LNT for, because I'll refer to it somewhere in this training. And I get all kinds of answers. I even had someone tell me one time lettuce and tomato. So I tell them a lot of times I don't use it for that. But I use L&T for simply having the willingness to learn new things.
Yeah.
And if we have that willingness to learn new things, if we have that willingness to begin to embrace change rather than fear or hold ourselves as stiff, and be more flexible, be more open to possibilities, be more consciously aware, act as if you will, know that we're always in a state of becoming, visualize what it is that you want, and let it go. Turn it over to the universe and watch the signs begin to open up.
They're all there. They're all there.
Okay?
We're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about just some tools that, you can use to help yourself to, get into that manifestation, just that routine, and just how to kind of pull it all together. So we'll be right back. And we are back. This is Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine, Moments with Coach Tiffany and Terry J. Walker. Today we are talking about manifestation and just being intentional about, what you want in life, and just really being intentional on, how to just manifest some things, just to make the best life. Just live your best life, right? Because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to live our best life. So there are some things that you can, put in place in your life. One, it would be like the vision board, right? The beginning of the year, I always love having vision board parties. Do you do vision board parties, Derek?
Well, I don't do parties, but I do vision boards. But I do teach it too. So I guess you could call that a party.
Yes, we're gonna have to come to the next party because they are virtual and in person. So we do them. We have everybody on screen as well, so they can share their visions. But yes, I just feel it so powerful to put, those vision boards together, put that in a place where, mine's in my bedroom right when I wake up. That's the first thing I see when I go to bed at night. It's the last thing, that I see at night. So my mind is just right there with, this is what I'm looking for. And this is the crazy thing, Terry, the stuff is coming true in front of my eyes. And I'm like, whoa. Yes. And it's just amazing. It is just, and it may not be exact, but it's right there. And it's usually even better because yes. Yeah. I can pick apart my vision board with you, and that would be a whole different segment. So we'll do that offline. But it is just amazing, just to see that. And, again, I mentioned the check, right? Writing yourself a check and putting that check in a place where you can see it every day. You can feel that you see that that's mine. That's my $1 million. Thank you so much. Thank you. And have gratitude, because gratitude is going to be biggest point part of all of this is being grateful as it's coming in, be grateful as it, because you see it's in as you put it on that board. When I put it on the board, I already say it's already mine.
Yeah.
And I'm already grateful for it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, God. Thank you so much, universe. Thank you so much, source. Thank you so much,
Yes.
and and it's just so amazing. I mean, you take yourself on so many cool little adventures, as you're
Yeah.
manifesting things.
It is. It's true. But you got to get your emotions up. You got to get your vibration and your energy up to allow all of it to be able to come to fruition and unfold. Because if you're just like down here and not believing it, so many people say, I'll believe it when I see it. And,
Yeah.
but, even Wayne Dyer turned that around and said, when you believe it, there's an energy level.
Yes.
You will see.
The belief has to be there,
You
and
have
it
to
has
have the
to have
belief.
that intentional belief, and like you said, the vibration just has to be high. And
Yes.
there's so many cool ways to raise the vibration. Terry and I, we've gone through. She's walked me through some breathing exercises to raise that vibration and really help the body feel good. We have tapping. And
Yes.
tapping is just, I mean, it's amazing. You've heard of EFT tapping, right, Tara?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
EFT tapping, it's emotional freedom techniques. And I mean, it's a way that you're tapping into the subconscious, mind. We have these different points, and they're acupuncture points, actually acupressure, points actually. And they're meridians, they're all linked to various organs and emotions and things like that. And I would love to just take you through just a quick vibe. It's the vibration of abundance that I learned it from. It's a Carol Look, actually. And this is one of my favorites. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm just going to show you. We're going to just open up so we're going to tap here. We're going to do a karate tap. Okay. And what this is doing is this is just going to kind of open you up. Take a nice deep breath. You might kind of feel yourself starting to elevate just a little bit. So now we're going to go ahead. We're going to take these two, the little middle fingers here. We're going to take those and we're going to tap here on the eyebrow, okay? And we're going to say together, I bless who I am and how I feel right now. Come
I
on.
bless who I
I
am
bless
and
who
how
I
I
am and how I feel right now. We're going to go here on the side. I bless my family and how they love me. I bless my family and how they love me. I'm going to go under the eye. I bless my incredibly strong and healthy body.
I bless my incredibly
Strong and healthy body. Oh my goodness. One more we're going to do under the nose here. I bless all my friends and wish them love and prosperity. I bless all my friends and wish them love and prosperity. Now, those are just a couple of tapping points. How do you feel, Terry?
I love
Did you
it.
kind of
I
did you feel
feel
a
like
little?
I've raised my energy. Just by
Yes.
doing that, listening to you and doing the tapping, I can tell. I can still feel the vibration in the areas that I just did.
Yes.
I
Woo!
love it. I love it.
And anybody out there that is watching, or if you're watching the replay, I want to know how you feel with those tapping points as well. And if you want to learn a little bit more on that, definitely reach out, and I would be more than happy to walk you through all of the tapping points and give you a little bit of education on what they do as well. So thank you so much.
That is phenomenal. I love EFT. I do. And
Oh, yes,
it's
it
very
is.
important. Something we can all use.
It is. It is. Now, what are some other ways to raise the vibration, Tara?
To raise vibration. Well, you mentioned gratitude. And like I said to you, even at another time, it is the highest vibration underneath and second to only unconditional love.
Mm.
And so even raising the vibration, having that gratitude, even when you were talking about thank you, you're raising your vibration. But other ways that we can raise our vibration is, what are we listening to? Is there
Yeah.
some music or some positive podcasts or something like this that we're learning new things from, if you will? But even taking the time to, what are we taking in? What are we taking into our body? What are we watching? What are we listening to? What are we thinking? What are we putting back out? But those things can raise our vibration. Find some songs that you like, music, things that can relax you and, help you to be more mindful, or
Hmm.
things that can raise your vibration. We all have songs, music. I love music. I am just music
Oh,
nut.
me too.
But though there's certain songs that I do really, really like that really raises my vibration. You feel better. Even when
Yeah.
you're kind of getting up and you're maybe a little groggy or down low, turn that stuff on. Start moving the body. That raises the vibration too. Miss Phoenix Fitness Fanatic. Tell us about that and the importance of moving the body.
Oh my goodness, moving the body. That right there, that's the most important thing. Movement is medicine. Okay, it really is. If you stay stagnant for too long, you will get stiff and you won't be able to move.
Yeah.
And you need to just keep moving. I mean, I wake up moving. I mean, I get up extremely early in the morning. So I'm up before, the sun. I'm usually up about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on the Pacific coast. So, it's early, but I get up and I dance, I put music on, like you said, and I go to the gym.
Yeah.
And when you go to the gym, it does not matter how bad I'm feeling. I mean, like, even with having a back injury that I'm just recovering out of, right? There were times where I'm like, I don't want to go. My back's hurting. No.
Yeah.
I get in there and I get moving. My back starts loosening up. All of a sudden, there's no more pain. The vibration is so high in there because there's others in there that are on the same mission to, be their better self. So it's just amazing. And all that dopamine and the endorphins, everything is
Yeah.
going. So you have to get in a good workout. And I think it's essential to start your day with it. Some people like to end their day with it. Whatever is good for you, but definitely get some movement in. And if it's not even going to the gym, it doesn't have to be about going to the gym.
Nope.
Park in the back of the parking lot when you're going to the grocery store, or even if you're at the mall, park a little further than what you're used to so you can get some extra steps in. Or
Yes.
instead of, taking the elevator, take the stairs. If you only have to go one flight or two flights,
Yeah.
get your body moving, work those knees. I mean, your body will love you for it. It's so, so important.
And when you're getting those endorphins going and you're raising your vibration, what a great time to manifest
Yes,
and be
that's
more
the
consciously aware of what you're thinking.
absolutely, absolutely. That's the best time. And I honestly feel, Tara, that the reason why my life has changed so much in the last like few years, I mean, it has just been, I mean, it's like when I look around, I'm like, what? This is my life? What? This is what I do? It's just amazing. And
Yes.
it's something that I have manifested, even again, being in the gym, just thinking that, taking myself there, even when I go to the beach, here, where I'm at, right? I'm on the West Coast. I go to the beach, but I'm thinking about myself on a totally different beach. I am hearing different birds. I mean, everything is just different. I'm hearing different
Yes.
music.
But
Okay.
even, yeah, but even that visualization, because I know where you're going with that, but even with the visualization, and what are your senses doing when you are manifesting? Are you listening? Are you manifesting or visualizing? Even with, if you're somewhere else, something that you are really wanting. If you're wanting a car, are you visualizing yourself in that car, feeling it, driving it down the road in your mind's eye? How do you feel about it? Is it exciting for you? Is the energy rising? These
Yeah.
are ways that we can truly begin to manifest.
Yes. And like, I gotta add too, like if you want that car, seriously, go and go to the car place and talk to
Yes.
them, and talk to them as if you are buying that car. Test drive that car with them like you have all intention on buying that car.
Yeah.
I bet you it'll happen. It may not happen at that car place, but I bet you'll find that type of car that you're looking for. And it may be somewhere else, but I'll just tell you, seriously, I wanted a Lexus. Some years back, I was, in my prime and in my sales position and whatnot, and I ended up manifesting what I wanted. It was just a year older than what I wanted, but it was the same exact color, everything that I wanted.
Yeah. And you're going to get what you want or something better.
Right.
And even when you manifest, this is what I want or something better.
Right. Or something
It's in your
better.
highest good. Those are always things that we can do. And you don't have to set all the parameters on it. This is what I would like to have or something
Or
better.
something
And
better.
raise your vibration. Be open
Yes.
to the signs. Be consciously aware of how it's coming. But don't worry about the how. All
Nope.
your job is to do is to raise your energy, the
Yep.
what, maybe the why. How
Yeah.
is this going to be beneficial to you?
Yep.
And have some of those types of things, and then allow for the rest to unfold.
That's
Don't go
right.
back to a
That's right.
limiting belief, because then you're pushing the brake after you
Yes.
already pushed the gas.
Yes. Don't get into the technicalities and the specifics. Just
Exactly.
put yourself there, know it's going to happen, and
Let it
and
go.
let it go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, Terry, do you have any words of wisdom, words of encouragement you'd like to give our audience today?
I think that we've done a great job with that. And if anybody does want to get in touch with me, you can find me at IamTerryJWalker.com. And you can also check out my course and my corporate trainings at IamTerryJWalker.com, or even BridgingTheGapTraining.com. But I'm telling you, manifesting is very powerful, and that every thought that we have, and we have over 6,000 plus a day, whether we're consciously aware of them or not, but every thought we have is a manifestation. But the manifestations that you want to manifest, are you going to go sit in that karma restaurant and get what you deserve? Or are you going to lift your vibration and have that willingness, that belief system that it's on its way?
Yes, yes, it is on its way. Well, Tara, it is always just amazing having you in the room here with the Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine. I love having you in the family. I love having you in my life. Thank you
Love
so,
being
so much for just being you. And everyone, we want to thank you so much for joining us today to talk a little bit about how to manifest your best life. Hopefully, you were able to gain some great knowledge and wisdom from us, and hopefully you'll be able to take some of these things that we have put out there for you, put them in practice. And I want to hear what happens when you start manifesting your best life. Definitely reach out, because we want to know how this is going. So love you so much, and we will definitely see you guys next time. Take care.
love. Bye.
Bevel, bevel.